Hey, what's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Today's video, I want to go and talk all about countering that new Commander Ahsoka with the Kenobi team, that GL Kenobi team that is super annoying, one of the best teams in the game. And honestly, right now, I feel like it is the best team for defense in the game, and even for offenses. It beats so much, and it holds against so much as well. So, the team that we're going to be looking at today is one that, as we can see here in my arenas, Mr. Cathalor, and also, just like looking through different ranks, we'll see there's a lot of people running this right now. Let's see. Anybody else running this? Like a couple Kenobis here. Let's see Silver Spark. So a team like this. We're looking at a team like this. The main four being the Kenobi, both Ahsokas, the new one, and then the old one, and then the GK. The fifth, though, could be either a Cam, a Kiari-Mundi, a 3PO, as we can see here, or it could be a GAS, General Anakin Skywalker. So we're looking at three different teams there, and in these counters, we're going to be looking at just straight up counters to the Commander Ahsoka. And I guess forewarning you here, there is, at the moment, there is nothing that is a non-GL counter that you can kill this team with. You have to use a GL. And the two GLs I feel like work the best. I guess three if you have a mirror match. But the other two that are non-mirror matches are going to be the Sith Eternal guy and then also Master Luke. So we're going to go into both of those counters for today and kind of going through what you want to do and what you want to be looking like for the win. And, you know, different gears you might want to be adding onto your team to make the counters even more easy. So to show this, let's go with my least favorite one first, because the least favorite one is, in my opinion, going to be the, let's just pull it up here, going to be the Sith Eternal Emperor. So I've been told, I've been trying a lot of counters here using, let's just go back a little bit, gosh, using as a fifth, the main four still being the Emperor, Wat Tambor, and then Zombie and Daka. The fifth could be either like the Armorer, it could be the Geonosian Brood Alpha, and it could also be Moff Gideon. So in this one, I think I try out Moff Gideon. Yeah, I try out Moff Gideon. So I don't really win a lot of these, and I don't know what it is about it. I definitely get the kills with the links, but I do not finish off the battle very cleanly. So yeah, a lot of these you get down to killing some of them, but then you die because of the others. So like I think here I do win. So we will show you a win. Maybe I don't win. I lost. We'll show you a win. The Moff Gideon one, I'm not convinced that it works that well. So I'm not a huge fan. I'm not going to recommend the Moff Gideon one, but I think it's this one I do recommend. So let's speed up and make sure this is the win. And it is. All right. So yeah, this is the one I recommend to you guys. Geonosian Brood Alpha. I'm not using the armor. I actually probably would say use the armor if you have the armor with relics, because that way you get the Beskar off regardless of whatever happens. But until you have the armor, I would recommend something like this. But this is, guys, this is a reason as to why you should probably be getting your armor with relics and 7-star soon, because of counters to Kenobi. This armor chick is so important in this game right now. So work on her. Anyways, coming back here, we're going to link up GK, and also we're going to link up Commander Ahsoka, because guess what? We have to link up him because he's taunting, and the other person we're going to link up is the only other person who can really one-shot our guy and just make and just wreak havoc onto our team. So we're going to do that. In this one, I actually like giving the med pack out to the Emperor first, and then giving out the tank tech to Daka. So we're going to try this out. Usually the taunts being the Zombie and also the Brood Alpha, or the Geonosian Brute guy, they die very fast, especially if you don't have high gear like me. So let's see here. We're going to be doing this over and over again. I just like the tank tech on Daka because I can ensure myself to get revives and extra healing done. So we've got a revive on Wat Tambor right there. Pretty nice. And yeah, the whole very simply put, I can't talk. Simply put, in this counter, you pretty much just wait for the Emperor to get his ultimate, and then you shock down and kill the two linked enemies, which is Kenobi and then also Ahsoka, the Commander Ahsoka. Once you do that, you're going to be pretty nice. If you do have, at that point in battle, the Beskar, the 3 ingots, that is when, after using the ultimate, it'll be very easy. Right here, I about got close to dying, which is not fun. This one probably is a bad one to showcase, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not a guaranteed 100% counter with what I'm using. I do feel like, though, if I were to use that armor, I would have almost a 100% success rate using that team and countering this Kenobi. Because the Beskar with the tank tech or any techs with Wat are going to achieve so much for you. They're going to do so much for you with having your Emperor survive a little bit longer, making him a bit more hard to kill. It's what you want, right? And in this battle, if you were to have that guy, you would still probably have these other two Night Sisters still alive. And if you have the Beskar plus these two, you're gonna make sure you win for sure. You will not lose. The Beskar will be doing so many cool things for you. So yeah, at this point in the battle, we're gonna relink the other two that we want to kill off, being Cam and also Ahsoka. Oh, my bad. I just skipped ahead so freaking much. My bad, guys. Let's come back over here to where we were. And yeah, we relinked those guys. And yeah, it's really just how it is. And skadoosh. There we go. And now it's just Kenobi. It is a closer one, guys. It is close. But you're going to still win. Like I said, the armor is going to make this a lot easier on yourself. But you got to have her with relics, or else she'll die too fast. So we do win that one. I'm just doing some more tests. So now let's go hop over back to the one for the Master Luke. So this is what I would recommend to anybody, but only if you are like at a spot with JC in your roster where you're able to pull this off and to actually use this. Because if you are very, very slow, or not slow, but you're lower on what you're able to use and spread out for GAC, because you're going to have 10 for offense and 10 for defense. Let's say that you have a lot in your arsenal, then I would recommend this team right here. This is my favorite counter to this team. It kills a lot of different Kenobis. I think every single one. And it's going to be with Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke, so both Lukes, with Revan, Hermit Yoda, and then Jolee. Jolee is probably the big boy here as to why this works so well and so consistently in this counter because of his revives. You can still revive even after you lose somebody here. So, first things first, I'm going to back it up a bit. We're going to, with our first turn with Master Luke, we're going to increase Kenobi's cooldowns because we do not like him giving ourselves healing immunity. And it's actually okay that we can let the Ahsoka use that because guess what? We can absorb that first hit with our Luke. So now next turn, let's go and mark the Commander Ahsoka. Give her the mark. Give it to her, please. There we go. We mark the Commander Ahsoka, increase her cooldowns, so she does not give out that Sheen ability. That Sheen ability is very, very strong. We don't want it right now. Now we're going to do, against this gas variation, this is what I would recommend with your Hermit Yoda's turn, is to give out the Foresight, because that way you don't get crit, and you can actually use your specials. But if you happen to forget using that special, you're going to still win. But it just makes it a lot easier on yourself if you use the Foresight special first, which we do. And then for the next turn, let's give out some more teachings to really anybody here. I prefer giving out to Hermit Yoda because I get some more heals, but you can give it out to really anybody you want. Just kind of spamming this on your Ahsoka while she's marked. Save right here. Do not use the stun. We want to use a stun, but not right now, because if we use it right now, the Kenobi will be cleansing with his ultimate, and we don't want that to happen. So let's save the stun, give out some more teachings, and giving out more ult charge with our Kenobi, or rather with our Luke against the Kenobi. Because in this counter, once you get off the ultimate, there is really not much you are going to be able to do to lose. You're going to really win very easily, as long as you follow some of these next few steps. So really, I would not recommend using the efflux whatsoever, because one, it's an AoE, you're going to be getting countered by all these people with retribution, and then for two, you don't get any TM anyways, right? So it's kind of pointless. So next up, let's, again, every single time, whenever we do get the Master's Luke increased cooldowns, we're going to always use it onto the Kenobi. That is the only person we ever want to use that on. Right there, we got the healing immunity, which is not fun, but let's get a revive on the Revan. Revan's now back, getting this back out to our Revan. And now we can stun. So we can stun these guys now. We're going to go back marking the Commander Ahsoka. That's why we wanted to save the stun for a bit later. And now we can use an efflux. We get some more of those. We kill off the Ahsoka. We're looking good right now. So we kill off the Ahsoka. What else do we want to do right now? Well, I don't really want to increase his Kenobi's cooldowns because he's going to get his ultimate off anyways, right? But let's increase gases. I feel like that's the next best person to use in this circumstance. Usually, whenever he is not right before ultimate, then I would increase his cooldowns. But since he is, just might as well use it on the gas. So now we get our ultimate. The ultimate's looking very, very nice and pristine. Let's give this out, clear off some of those buffs, Now we can do some bigger hits. We don't have to always worry about using the teachings, the lessons, or whatever those things are with the leadership on Master Luke. And now this is where it's almost a guaranteed win, because at this point with Luke's ultimate, he gets his specials a lot faster. So you're going to be able to spam the middle special and increasing the cooldowns of Kenobi a lot more. Right there, I would still be doing all those onto the Kenobi whenever you get that. Another thing I probably should have, not have done this one. That I'm probably showing you wrongly, but I would, if I were to replay this, I would be increasing the Kenobi's cooldowns every single time whenever I got that special. So we killed Gas off. We still have a savior, by the way. So we have a savior with a Revan, which is huge. Now we can kind of just breeze right through this. This one is going to not give you the max banners, but it will give you a guaranteed win. Not much you can do after you get getting ultimate on the Luke that you're going to be able to do to lose. It's very, very straightforward and easy win. So over here, going to give this to the Ahsoka. Now we're going to just spam some of this onto the Kenobi. And we get a revive here again. This is why Jolie's so strong. I'll show you some of these mods here, by the way, what we're looking at on our side and on their side. So pretty simple, guys. Again, there is, in my opinion, not right now, but maybe there will be later. There is, at the moment, non-GL counters. There are no non-GL counters to this team. There is just none. Zilch. Nada. There's none. I've been told you can maybe try out some JKR without Master Luke, but even then I have yet to try that out, and I don't see it working at all. It just does not seem consistent. But for our teams, our Luke counters, our Jedi counters for our mods, we were looking at, let's go over here to Commander, or not to Commander Luke, but to Master Luke. We were just rocking a lot of extra protection, health, and some survivability, some defense, and some critical avoidance. Just making sure that he survives a lot longer, because you do not need to have him go first to make this counter even easier. He is going to be just fine as is. So next up is our Jedi Luke. He is just very simply modded for how I want to use him in other various uses in GAC. A lot more offense, crit damage, and protection. Very simple. Revan, Relic 3. He's modded for speed and some extra health and protection added in there every so often. So pretty simple there too. Our Hermit Yoda, very simple. Guys, these mods are not hard to obtain. They're very simple. Our Jolie actually has not been remodded in over 2 years. So he is just pretty trash, if I'm being honest with you guys. So there's him. And I guess we'll show off some of these mods we were fighting. I can't talk right now. We were fighting today. That gas team in particular is one of the stronger ones, in my opinion, when you're talking about Commander Ahsoka. So let's see. I think it's this guy right here we did fight. So we fought this guy, Master Revan. He was rocking a 562 Kenobi with ultimate. And then he has his, let's show off the Commander Ahsoka, Relic 7. Speed set, very strong, 364. And then we fought, let's see, his other Ahsoka, Relic 5. Pretty good. Pretty standardized there. And yeah, I mean, I guess the only ones that are really worth showing off with the mods here are the Kenobi and also the Commander Ahsoka. Everybody else is pretty eh. As long as I got mods, they're going to be just fine in terms of showcasing counters and all that such. And there we go. So guys, to wrap it up for today, I just want to show this off and this counter. I do still believe that you're able to win this, but you're going to have to put forth a bit more effort in terms of what characters and teams you want to pull and use. In my opinion, the most favorite of mine is using those Jedi. Even though I'm pulling away a Revan, a Luke, or rather 2 Lukes, right? It is still a lot safer for me in the long term of winning and getting those full clears. And I can also save other stuff for defenses. I can still get a full clear and still have enough for defense as well. I can definitely do that, but it just depends. If you guys want to do the Sith or the Jedi counters to the Kenobi, either one works just fine. So guys, that's about it. If you guys have any other ideas for videos you'd like me to go and cover, let me know down below in the comments. If you guys have any other counters to this team that you have seen and I have not seen, let me know as well. But that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it around, and sub if you guys have not subbed yet. Have a great day out there, guys. And until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out and have a good one. See you guys.